Breaking news in the Rock Feed, a shocking announcement just in from one of the biggest rock and metal festivals in the United States, Sick New World, held annually at the Las Vegas Festival grounds, abruptly canceling the 2025 iteration of the festival, set to be co-headlined by Metallica and Linkin Park. Now, they're citing unforeseen circumstances as the reason for the cancellation after, within the last 24 hours, some rumors started circulating online that the festival wouldn't be taking place. This comes very much as a shock for fans. This was a strong festival. Earlier this year, I attended where System of a Down and Slipknot co-headlined. We also had Sleep Token there. Very crazy to see that this festival is now not taking place. Let's take a look at what's going on with Sick New World. Over the last couple of days, rumors had been circulating widely following a recent appearance on an episode of The Vinyl Guide with Trevor Dunn of Mr. Bungle and Tomahawk, in which he said he had learned that Sick New World in 2025 wouldn't be happening. Rumors started circulating widely, and now we have confirmation from Sick New World that the festival won't be taking place next year. Trevor Dunn said on the podcast, "I'm probably not supposed to talk about this, but it's not happening. It'll come out in the wash soon. But basically, the festival Sick New World is not happening. We had a whole tour. We had a 2-week thing built around that, which we can't do now because financially it doesn't make any sense. So yeah, that's not happening." Now, as Trevor points out there, his band Tomahawk had an entire tour built around that Sick New World appearance, and it's important to point out just how important these big festivals are for rock and metal bands. They're great paydays for them, and a lot of times you'll see these tours built around these festivals. So this is unfortunately going to be tough for the artists who were booked to perform, and that show not happening now. We'll probably see this impact other touring plans for other bands as well. Very unfortunate to see this. Now, here is the statement from Sick New World revealing the shocking news that this festival is not taking place, and we're going to talk a little bit about what exactly is happening here, leading this major festival to cancel so abruptly. It was just over a month ago that Sick New World announced a stacked lineup taking place on Saturday, April 12, 2025 at the Las Vegas Festival grounds, co-headlined by none other than Linkin Park and Metallica, plus shows from Queens of the Stone Age, AFI, Evanescence, Ministry, 311, Gojira, a reunited Acid Bath, 3 Days Grace 2X, The Flaming Lips, Darren Malakian and Scars on Broadway, Down, Cannibal Corpse, Meshuggah, Tomahawk, Cradle of Filth, Under Oath, Mudvayne, Machine Head, and so many other great bands. And after the rumors and speculation emerged online, Sick New World has just made the shocking announcement that the festival won't be taking place next year. They wrote, "It is with great disappointment that we announce that Sick New World will no longer take place in Las Vegas on April 12, 2025. Despite our best efforts, we've encountered unforeseen circumstances that we are unable to overcome for next year's show. We extend our heartfelt thanks to all the dedicated S&W fans who had made plans to join us for another cultural celebration of hard rock, goth, alternative, and heavy music. Please stay tuned for further and future information regarding Sick New World. Tickets purchased directly from Front Gate Tickets will be automatically refunded to the original method of payment in as little as 30 days. Now, I'm genuinely very shocked by this announcement. It's hard to figure out exactly why this festival has been canceled, because Metallica and Linkin Park are going to be guaranteed ticket sales. Hard to imagine that when you put on a show featuring Metallica and Linkin Park that it isn't going to sell. When you look at Metallica shows, they sell incredibly well, one of the top selling music acts of all time in terms of their live show. And then also Linkin Park, their From Zero World Tour has been selling incredibly well. So what exactly is happening here? Hard to make heads or tails of this. I know some people had talked about the price for that single day festival. I also think that maybe a lot of people were traveling in to Vegas. Probably most of the audience was traveling into Vegas for Sick New World. And last year, the last couple of years, you had System of a Down, where you literally couldn't see them anywhere else. But now you have Metallica. Metallica, you can see them all throughout the United States. They have stadium tours going on. Same with Linkin Park. They have huge shows announced all throughout the U.S. And I wonder if maybe that caused a dip in ticket sales for people who weren't necessarily going to travel for that festival with that lineup. It's sad to see. I mean, I went to Sick New World earlier this year and had a great time. It was a lot of fun, a lot of entertainment packed into one day, but everybody there seemed to have a wonderful time. And so, interesting to see this. There's also some speculation. Could these plans have been disrupted by maybe some construction? This is an empty lot, like prime real estate in Las Vegas. Are they planning to build something there? Well, if that was the case, you would also see When We Were Young Festival being canceled, held at the exact same location. So I don't think it's that. It seems like there was something here, maybe with ticket sales, that didn't perform as strongly as they needed things to, considering probably how much money they were paying for Metallica and Linkin Park to play. Really hard to say. I hope Sick New World comes back. We'll have to see. I mean, you've seen a lot of festivals kind of springing up these days. You've seen everything from Warped Tour coming back, and also Warped Tour has been selling incredibly well. 2 out of 3 of those festivals have sold out before the lineup has even been announced. So we're still seeing very strong ticket sales, but of course we're in an economic crunch. I want to hear from you in the audience. Have you gone to Sick New World in the past? What are you thinking in terms of buying tickets? Is this a ticket buying thing? You know, I'm not going to take an expensive trip. It's so expensive to travel these days. What do you think this is? I'm very honestly perplexed by this, because it's hard not to think that tickets for Metallica and Linkin Park co-headlining wouldn't sell like crazy, especially in Vegas. So very concerning, very unfortunate to see, because these are great paydays for so many bands on these festival lineups who work so hard. You know, so many of your favorite bands are not rich. These are great economic opportunities for them. And so it's very sad to see this, especially when bands are having to cancel tours surrounding this. This is not just, oh, the show's not going on. These were paydays for a lot of these bands. So it's very unfortunate to see this. I'm hopeful that Sick New World can come back in the future. It sounds like they're taking a look at that. And so maybe they'll just be taking 2025 off. But I'm very surprised by this, and this could have big implications. We're going to see. We've seen some other bands that have been canceling tours as well. Very unfortunate, but let me know what you think. That's your latest update here from Rockfeed. Be sure to subscribe with notifications on for the latest news and updates.